ワーデン・オブ・ザ・コースト続きをプレイしていきましょう。ちょっと前回から間が空いちゃいましたけどね、また今回から続きやっていこうと思います。確か前回が香取の個人クエストを終わらせたとこですね。で、あと残りがティアと、もう名前出てこないな誰もじゃあとりあえずティアの個人クエストをやっていきましょう。
Why do we even allow a sethless worshipping shrew like her on board anyway?
ジェイドのことか。何があった？
Jade had the nerve to imply that my contributions to the group are worthless, and that you'd be better off in my absence.
おめえ無能だろって言われてんのか。
Stuck up, intrusive little harlot. Like a member of this dark brotherhood is so much better for the group.
まあかなり役立たずそれ言っちゃダメだろう。落とすように言っておく。まあやめとけっていうのかな。それで怒ってるのか。いやそれだけとか言っちゃダメだろうな。これにするか。じゃあ
Thank you. I've been having trouble concentrating on my books since she mouthed off. I look forward to putting this behind us.
じゃあジェイドのところに行けばいいのかな。
Alright then.
ジェイドはここにいるわ。
So you're what? Tia's errand girl now?
ティアには無価値だと言ったのか。
I believe the phrase was as useful as a stamina potion. But
ス
to
タミナ
answer
ポ
your
ーションは
question,
使えるぞ。
yes,
大事やぞ。
that was me.
スタミナポーションに不公平感があるこっちにしようか。増えた。
Yes, I suppose it is. I'll need to work on that analogy.
これで終わり？じゃあこれでティアのとこ戻んのかな。
What do you want?
下がった。ダメじゃんちょっとやり直そう。じゃあこっちにしてみようか。
And for only the most important of conflicts too. That's commendable.
結局これか。
I believe the phrase was as useful as a stamina potion.
なぜこんな風に彼女は挑発するんだ。
Yeah, she's entitled, arrogant, and worst of all, spineless. I've dealt with spoiled offspring of successful families before. They usually find themselves associates of my line of work. They're all the same. They don't know what it's like to grow up in a world where everything isn't given to them on a silver platter.
お前ら恵まれすぎやろみたいなことを言ってんやろな。ティアはそんなのではない。それは彼女を煽る言い訳にはならない。忘れてくれ。せっかくやしティアの味方をしよう。
You really think so? Why else would she send you to resolve this conflict?
じゃあ真ん中。
Of course.
下がるよな。
You're the captain of this vessel after all. Your word is law.
でも正直こいつの味方する理由はあんまないんだけどな勝手に乗ってきたしな。
What do you want?
これでいいのかな。
Okay, so I think I've established the characters for my novel. I know you're supposed to write a little yourself into the work. So I've made myself the beautiful princess trapped in a lonely tower by her strict and unstable father. I even made you a character too. I hope you don't mind. Anyway, the plot follows our princess as she wishes upon a dying star, asking the divines to cure the ailment of her dying sister. When, all of a sudden, a handsome knight comes riding to meet her.
それは私のキャラクターだと思うが。
What? No, you're the lovely,
なんか口の動きおかしくないかこれ。
chambermaid.
なんか変な感じになってんな。話あんま聞いてなかったな。ドラゴンボーンをメイドにしたのか。
She wasn't always a maid.
ここなんかすげえ気になるんやけど。
Before her accident, she was a legendary sailor and a treasure hunter. The entire kingdom knew of and adored her adventures.
彼女の事故？
Oh, right. Forgot to mention her backstory. She nearly drowned at sea before being rescued by her crew. And ever since then, she's been terrified of the open sea.
まああなたの物語だからな。
Right. So, the knight informs our princess that a cure exists for her sister's rare disease. But it rests on an island riddled with pirates and cannibals. The king forbids our princess to go. But she sneaks out anyway, with the help of the chambermaid, and plans to sail off and find the cure and... well, that's all there is at this point. I know it's not much, but what do you think?
あんま面白くなさそう。なぜ王は彼女が去ることを禁じたのだろうか。海が怖いのになぜ客室係は出港したのか。まだこの次女というのは好きではないのだが、いいスタートが切れたと思う。上にしようか。
Well, after his wife died, the king went insane. He believes that the medicine such as the cure is witchcraft, and that only the gods can save his sick daughter.
これ
Out of love for the princess. The bond they share is so robust that the maid is willing to help confront her greatest fear to help her.
じゃあこれ
That's because you don't know where it's headed yet. All in good time, Bilbo. All in good time.
あ、クエスト始まったわ。あ、またまあ翻訳されてないけどもう一回話せようか。これでいいの？
Maybe sometime later.
ああ、またなんかねえな、そういや。
Yep.
じゃあちょっと時間置こうか。
I've finally gotten around to writing your character's first scene. Want to hear it?
ぜひお聞かせください。
Well, just before the princess and the chambermaid can set sail, they're confronted by the captain of the king's guard. Having caught wind of the princess's plans, the captain tries to stop her, but the chambermaid steps in and challenges him to a
客
duel.
室係何者やねん。衛兵とメイドが喧嘩。
Exciting, right?
あ、ダメだ、こいつあかんわ。もちろんメイドが勝つんだよね。
Nope. Anyway,
おい、やられ
the
役
maid
か。
manages to hold her own for longer than expected, but the captain soon gains the upper hand. During the fighting, our quick-thinking princess boards the ship unobserved and takes off. Realizing his mistake, the captain rushes to find a boat to pursue her. In the meantime, the maid runs along the dock, and after some hesitation, she jumps into the water and starts to drown. The princess rescues her, and then there's this heart-wrenching scene where the maid tells the princess that no matter what, she'll be there for her. That's what I have so far. What do you think?
戦闘は場違いなので削除することをお勧めする。気にしない。オープニングアクトとして最適だ。最適だ。
Thanks. I'm glad you think so.
この女ちょろいな。で、また待機か。
Sure.
5時間ぐらいでええんかな。OK。
Something you need? Just, you know, progress on the book is all.
本の最新情報は？
So... The princess and the chambermaid sail far from her father's land. Of course, the maid stays below deck of fear of the water. The princess, however, is astonished. She gets to experience the adventure and excitement of the outside world in a way she never could while trapped in the castle. And it's every bit as magical as she thought it would be. At least, at first it is. As they near their destination, the captain of the guard and his small fleet begin to close in. And then, just as it all seems hopeless, guess what happens?
なんやろな。海賊に助けられる。客室係がスームを使い接近してくる艦隊を撃破する。あ、これいいな。お姫様とメイドが殺され観客の予想を裏切る。巨大な砲火が船長の船を転覆させる。お姫様は魔法のどんぐりに変身して安全な場所まで浮かんでくる。カニバルに救われた。 いやもうこれスームやろ。
The chambermaid isn't you. You're just the inspiration for the character. A band of opportunist pirates unleash oblivion on the incoming ships.
メイド係
The
じゃ
captain
ない
orders
ん
his
や。
sailors to retreat.
あくまで
But our
参考なんや。
protagonist's ship is capsized. Once more, the princess saves the maid and swims her to the safety of a nearby island.
メイドはなんて無力なんだ。姫に助けられ続けている。多分これで上がるんじゃない
Thanks.
なあ、上がる
That
な。
encouragement, I think I needed to continue.
ちょろいな。はい、もう一回待機ね。
All right then. Not really. And that's kind of the problem, I guess.
あ、スランプか。
You could say that.
どういう意味だ？
I've run into a bit of a barrier between me and the next chapter.
それスランプって言わないか？
You see, every part of the protagonist's journey, I've been able to experience for myself. Sailing away with a group of strangers, excessively controlling parents, even running away from my responsibilities back home. It allows me to better understand their motivation and flaws. But this next part is different.
どんな責任から逃げてきたのか。
My parents own a velvet weavery and dye works in High Rock. They were more than insistent, to put it lightly, that I take over the business when I came of age. I spent most of my teenage years locked in a room studying ledgers, market patterns, and everything in between. I guess the isolation made me a more proficient writer, but I can't help but wonder what a normal adolescence might have been like. Needless to say, it wasn't the future I wanted. On the day that I was to take ownership, I hopped aboard a caravan en route to Skyrim. I haven't been home since.
故郷が恋しくなることはないか？
Of course! I miss how the corners of my room used to close in around me, while my head spun in circles trying to remember the price of yellow dye and elsewhere at 8:03 on the 13th of Frostfall. And I miss hearing my mother say that I would be the first in 5 generations to bring the family's business to shambles. I miss how my father would pretend we weren't related when the merchants came into trade. And above all, I miss those damn ledgers.
やっとユーモアのセンスが身についたようだな。よかったね。よかったね。実際に懐かしいものがあるはずだ。さっき妹のことを言ってたね。嫌っているようには見えなかったが。これかな？
I don't. Camila, she's the only thing that I've ever considered going back for. Our parents wasted no time making her feel my responsibility. We still write to each other as often as we can. I even sent her a rough outline for my book so that she'd have something to read aside from those ledgers. Of course, Mother found it and took it away. I guess she didn't want me to be a negative influence. I can't wait to hear what Camila thinks of the book when it's fully published. I hope it will provide an escape, even just an imaginary one. Of course, I have to finish it first.
姉妹仲は良かったんやな。次の章はどう違うのか？
Well, I want her ship to wreck on a desolate island, much like ours has. Only, this island is overflowing with barbaric cannibals.
そして味を表現するために人肉を食べてみたいということなのか？これは違うやろうけどな。聞いてみる？
What? No, by the divines, that's sick.
せやな。よく下がらんかったな今ので。では何が問題なのだろうか？
The island that they crash on is the same one that the knight told them about. Which means that this is where the curse is. And it's being held by cannibals. To get it, the maid and the princess must disguise themselves as locals and go undercover. The issue is that I've never done anything like this before.
カニバルか。
The thrill of stealing from ruthless killers. The adrenaline of wondering if your disguise is convincing enough to pass. I want to be able to describe those experiences accurately, so I came up with a plan.
もうこの発想が嫌だ。これにしよう。
Oh, ye of little faith. You haven't even heard it yet.
何か考えは？
Well, obviously there are no cannibals on this island, right?
もちろん私はともかくとしてどうぞ続けて。大胆な思い込みだな。いやもしかしたらいるか
Yes, that
も。
may. Allow me to continue.
あれ
I was thinking that the village outcasts are the next best thing, and I happen to know of a cave where the few of them
めっ
reside.
ちゃスルーされたな今。
All we have to do is sneak in, steal something valuable, and sneak out.
なんだこの私たちみたいな言い方は。泥棒とは思わなかったよ。いつ出発するんだ。そうもう仲間にすんじゃねえよ。
I'm not the best fighter. We both know that. If I get caught, I'd like to live to write about it. You're the Dragonborn. If you come along, I know you'll be able to handle anything that comes our way.
口の動きがまともになったな。まあいいか。いつ出発するんだ。
Whenever is best for you. That outcast encampment isn't going anywhere.
おお。ティアと一緒に洞窟に到着する。はい。ここ？ここか
？We'll need a disguise before we get any closer. Here, put this on.
変装。これは失敗と安酒の匂いがする。はい、わかった。
Right. This only take a second.
おう。
Well, don't stare, weirdo.
あ、おお。変装ね。これやな。あ、そうか。そうやな。こんな感じになると。じゃあ行きましょうか。こっから入んの？あ、おお、ここか。
Okay. Deep breath. Just pretend like we're supposed to be here.
Hold it.
あ、
What kind of
ガ
village
ガングロ
trickery
の
is
やつがおる。
this?
怖い怖い怖い怖い。
You ain't one of us.
なんであれなるんやろね。
What a strange accusation, fellow outcast. But what makes you think
え、
that?
すごいな。ティアの声の人、すごい低い声も出
Is
して
this
る。
some kind of jest? Why'd you bring her here?
彼女はある村から追放されたんで入村を希望しているのだ。彼女は私の妻だ。この女生まれて初めて見た。訳されてない。6 foot fall in the ground。 どういう意味やろ。私の妻だ。
You with her ain't no
あ、
way.
ダメっぽいわ。
To arms, brothers!
Ah,
There's an
vareta.
invader! I'll flay you alive!
うわ、危ね
Why
え
so。confident? Did you see that? Your advantage is mine.
倒した。
Hello. Yep.
あ、こっちか。鍵どっかあるっぽい。どうせ大方お前が持ってんやんな。なんかリマインダー。おお。これあれやろな、バージョンアップで増えた文章なんやろうな。 あ、あれか。
Well,
あ、
that was easy enough. Thanks.
潜入捜査は苦手なんだな。次はなんだ。
Did you hear him say something about the chief's jewel? I don't know what that is, but it sounds pretty important. And that's what we need to steal.
こいつも結構ろくなやつじゃねえな。なぜそれを盗む。あ、いたちょっと死ぬ。ちょ話はあと、死ぬ。
Well,
よし、今度はこれでいけば。
well,
あ、お
that
前
was easy enough. Thanks.
バレるやんけ。大丈夫？バレてないな。何か良い描写、さっきこっちやったな。良い描写はある
Plenty.
か。
But let's just focus on not losing our heads for now.
これやからコンパニオンは嫌いなんや。次はなんだ。
Did you hear him say something about the chief's jewel? I don't know what that is, but it sounds pretty important. And that's what we need to steal.
なぜそれを盗まなければならないのか。
In the book, our heroes have to steal some supplies, right? Well, I need to replicate that in real life.
こいつの知識結構偏ってるよな。どこにあるんだろうか。
Maybe near a throne of some kind? I don't know. If you were a chieftain, where would you keep your jewels?
ズボンの中どこか高いところ。出口がよく見える場所だと泥棒を発見しやすいんだ。あ、後ろに敵がおる。ズボンの中やろ。
Hilarious.
でもそのために私をはめたことは認めないとね。どこか高いところにもう一回これ言ってみよう
I'll
か。
admit nothing of the sort. Now, back to the question at hand.
ああ、違うのね。これやろ。
That's a good speculation. Let's take a look.
はいはい。さて。届くかな、この辺やろ。あ、違うわ。あこんなもんか。あ、オッケーオッケーオッケー。あ、バレた。
Quite of a flea. A really evil flea. That was it?
まあ、よしとしよう。で、対岸に、あ、おるな。あいつが厄介やでな。
命をもらうわ。
Did we win? Could you at least pretend to aim?
オッケーオッケー。この向こうにも敵おったけどな。あ、あれか。あいつ引っかかってるやんけ。これおお、なんかいろいろある。
Yeah?
特にここでは話ないんや。もう逃げたらええんかな。じゃあ出よう。おお。
That was exhilarating. Did you see the looks on their faces as they discovered the gem was missing? I could think of a million descriptions.
納得することにしよう。なんだか微笑ましかった。宝石が欲しいのかな。
There were a couple times I thought we were goners, but it all worked out in the end. Oh, and Dova! I don't know many others who would have risked their lives to help me with something like this. I guess what I'm trying to say is thanks.
おークリア。これでティアの個人クエスト終わりましたね。これなんやろ、ロマンスの小ネタはどんな調子だ。あ、服着替えてる、お前だけ。
Oh wait, I know. Maybe you can help me plan it out.
試しにやってみようかなと。
Perfect. Actually, on second thought, maybe I should have asked your qualifications first.
これあれかな、いわゆるロマンスクエストみたいな感じなんかな。
You know, have you
恋
been
人フラ
like
グみたいなやつ。
romantically involved with someone before?
ぽいよな、なんかそんな話になってる。
You're just as inept as me. I have to take your advice with a grain of salt.
結婚してるのだから何か正しいことをしたのだろう。今付き合ってる人がいるんだ。恋愛のもつれはそれなりにあったな。恋愛運があまりないのが残念だ。残念だな。
But at least you pursued some, right?
過
That's
去に
more
結
than
婚
I
は
can
したけど
say.
も、そんな
I
記
think
憶はど
your
こかに
insight
行って
could
しま
still
っ
be
たよ。
beneficial. So in the story, I've had the characters' relationships develop in a lighthearted, platonic sort of way. Then, after some internal debate, the protagonist decides to ask her out. The question is, where should you take her? I think a dinner date would be incredibly romantic, but do people still go on those?
どこか泥臭い。大丈夫だ。ビーチでの散歩はどうだ。散歩は、
That could work. They could bring their own food and watch the sunset. That would be perfect.
おう何か気になることは。
Maybe sometime later.
これまた時間経ったらさっきのロマン
Okay.
スクエストが続きでやれるのかな。まあとりあえず個人クエスト終わったんで、またそうやな、次ジェイド行ってみましょうか。服装変えたんだよなこいつそれでは今回この辺で、また次回。